Hey everybody, how's it? Aloha. All right, Avenged Sevenfold. Plenty requests for this. A few songs. So I set here myself on Set Me Free, and I'm reading here just briefly in the descriptions. This was released actually in 2007. Seems like it was reposted though last year, and this could be a remix or a remaster. Or just a repositioning of the song. I appreciate your support, your patience, and me getting through the list. I do want to let you know if any advertisement runs on this. It's copyright claimed by the publisher. Everybody needs to make a little bit of money, but me. Therefore, I do, if you like what I do, buy me a cup of coffee. That link will be down below. The link for all of their music, Spotify, and the link for this video, without me yammering over it, will also be down below. Also CDs and vinyls and stuff. It's all, I always support every band or artist that comes through my channel. All right, so without further ado, let's do this. Avenge Sevenfold, Set Me Free. All right.
There's a calmness to the air outside. Watch the sun color the sight of a morning sky. But all I see are clouds of darkest gray. A full eclipse to veil the start of another day. Children smile. Hold a newborn close and dream for a little while. But all I hear is death knock at my door. And think of painful journeys our young must endure. Set me free tonight.
All right, this sounds like a great place to stop. If you've never been on a journey with me as I decompose as the composer your favorite song, I just want to let you know this isn't like a theoretical breakdown. This is really for the listeners who just enjoy music, and I try to bring a couple of cool things into the fray for you listening to maybe enjoy this a little bit more and enjoy the amount of work that the musicians and the arrangements and the compositions that are in the song. That being said, I really liked how they took their time to get to the power of the hook. They had two verses in there. Let's start off with the guitar playing. Really clean, super clean, very nicely performed. You know, playing in the clean sound that we had opening up. That right in of itself to me is what I call the instrumental hook. That's the first thing that is really, as it repeats, as it goes through, it kind of sets the tone for at least, you know, maybe one, two verses, you know, however it decides to transition in its composition, its songwriting, it really sets the tone to make you kind of sink. Another thing I want to bring up, when the two lead guitar came in, and because I don't know how many are in the band, if it's two guitar players or if it's one that just doubled with the harmony, The clean guitar was right about here, so if you're listening with headsets, it's right about here with a little bit of ambient to it, maybe a little chorus with a little reverb. Then the two distorted guitars came in, the leads, and they were hard left, hard right, and with the main melody and a harmony. I don't know which one is which because I don't know what was written first. Here's what I really dug about that. The playing was great, the melody was great, but the fact that the guitar was dry, I thought I'm a dynamics freak in engineering. If you've been through my channel, you know how I speak about it. To me, engineers are just as important as band members in a lot of cases because that's just how I feel about it. And so by them not putting any reverb or delay on that stereo melody coming in, it really stood out on its own and didn't wash itself out. It was a really great decision. Vocalist comes in, great tone of his voice all the way through it. This is breathing technique that's going on here. I'm not a vocal coach, but been around enough to make myself dangerous. It's all about breathing. I mean, obviously, yes, air, vocals, that's how it works. But when you're singing at lower volume, a lot of the support coming from here, it sounded really, really warm and supported, yet there was a little bit of an edge through it. So as we graduate now and we get into the second verse and then the drums coming in, you know how I am about drums. Something I just want to bring up is the snare is, to me, the ambiance divining rod of a lot of engineering. So for those of you who just listen to music, the snare we all know is that, right? That the drummer hits, or left hand, right hand, whatever it is. But it's usually the drum in the kit that gets the most treatment when it comes to ambiance. How are we going to set the tone for the kit is going to be based sometimes around the ambiance of the snare. So if you listen to the snare when you hit it, you hear like a wash that comes out, and that wash establishes the ambience of it, the width, the stereo of the mix. And the kick EQ is a poppy EQ. I call it a triangle kind of thing. So there's still bottom there because the kick and the bass obviously is in control of this part of the mix, I call it. And but it has a nice little pop on the top of it that I really dig. And then finally, I think it was right before, I can't remember, because remember, first listening, the older I get, the better I was. Sometimes I space on stuff. When the guitar solo came in, now that was, boom, right down the middle, right in your face, nice and clean, nice and powerful, very well played. And by the way, if you don't see me gushing about the musicians, as I say in my other videos, at this level, there is no gushing. They are third eye, purple ripping musicians. So what I like to do is just bring out the nuances of what they do as arrangements and composition and performance and everything. So anyhow, I carry on too much. I'm going to go back a little bit and let's get her going. All right.
The water with your own two hands.
That was a great way to end that. And I love the fact that it didn't do this kind of, just fade into nothing. The fact that you hear him kind of pull off the note adds that human element, just a little extra. It's a nuance, but it's something that just, you feel them present in the record when little things like that happen. All right, first thing I want to say is background vocals, I hear you. In the hook, free and night were words that were repeated very lightly with the background vocals. It did sound like it, I don't know if it's anybody in the band or if they, in recording, just go ahead and got background singers to fill that. I don't know. Please fill me in on that. The guitar solo, what I really enjoyed about it, it's like kind of nice. I'm old enough to remember guitar solos in metal and rock songs that had, the traditional 8 bars or 12 bars of solo after maybe a second verse or a bridge or something like that. And it really felt good to get these solos in. That was played fantastic. I loved the build-up, build in the composition. Then all of a sudden the drums comes in and the drums start taking over the M80s, all the exploding. But while, the guitar solo was going, the drums obviously was the accelerant of the power. And also I noticed that, the drums is kind of in really good, solid, organic, traditional metal and rock engineering. The drums have a nice push in the mix. I mean, that is really stand out. The toms aren't sunk in the back. Every engineer, every band, every genre has, engineering techniques. And this was as probably pure of a mix for the genre that they're in than you can get. I really enjoyed it for myself. I really super enjoyed it. I love the arrangements. That's what I love to bring to people who are just listening to music. You're not composers, arrangers. You're not here for theory and stuff. But you love this song, and maybe why you love this song are the little things that I kind of pop out there. And that's what I love about this is that another thing about what I really super enjoyed about it was the fact that I could actually hear the lyrics on this. And you know how I am about vocals. When I do a first listen, I never listen to the lyrics because I treat the vocalist as an instrument, as they are. But I did catch a lot of the lyrics and stuff, and I really dug the lyrics that I caught. So I'm going to go back and listen to it again. I want to thank you very much for your subscriptions, your comments. Tell me a little bit more about this band that I may not know about, and please help me choose the next song from them to decompose. Thank you for sharing. A lot of people have been sharing the videos on Facebook, and some people on Twitter sent me this. Because, Jeeves, I had no idea you were doing this stuff. I was like, I had no idea I was doing this until about 3 months ago, so it's been a great ride. You guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the support. If you decide to buy me a cup of coffee, if so worthy, the link is below. AKG 240's link is below. All of their music. I got to breathe sometime. All of the music and everything else, all the links to support the band are all down low as well. So that being said, I am done today, and I've got a bunch of stuff coming this weekend, so all right.